channel, and welcome to another ASMR video. In today's video, I will be talking about a few video games that I have. Basically talking about whether I like the game, a few details about the game, and a few tapping noises as well for some pretty good triggers. I will say though, most of the games that I have are PS5. I only have like a few PS4 games, but yeah, just a heads up on that. But yes, without further ado, let's get started. So right here we have Spider-Man, the first one of course, PlayStation 4. Pretty cool. I like the symbol. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. So, Spider-Man, of course I love the game. I finished the whole game. The game, I finished it like maybe 3-4 years ago, so I don't remember too much, but I obviously liked it. I liked the fact that it had different outfits. It was pretty cool, and I liked the fighting style that the game provided. It was, for the most part, pretty easy for me to, like, the combat was pretty easy, so nothing too challenging there. I mean, overall, it's a pretty good game. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Next game is Spider-Man Miles Morales. I didn't even know I got the Ultimate Launch Edition. Wow. Interesting. PS5, obviously. I think I got this game when, with a bundle. I can't remember, honestly. This was around the time when the PS5 was, like, hard to get, and people were, like, price gouging them, trying to resell them and stuff like that. And I went to this website. It was a legit website, and they were selling the PS5 along with like 4 games and an extra controller. I spent way too much money, but it was worth it because at the time I wanted to have a PS5 in my hands. So if that was the way I had to do it, I did it, you know. I've always liked that black and red Spider-Man suit from Miles Morales. Oh man, and speaking of Miles Morales, have you guys seen the second Into the Spider-Verse movie? I love that movie. I think I like it a lot better than the first one. The music is always on point with his movies, always. But man, that ending on the second movie was beautiful, perfect. That's the inside. Miles Morales is pretty much the same thing from the first Spider-Man as far as like the combat and everything like that. Different costumes, of course, different story. But, I mean, it was a good game. I think that one I would give an 8.5 out of 10. I still haven't played Spider-Man 2, I believe is what it is, the newest one. I want to play it, but I haven't gotten around to it. I heard it's really good, though. Next game is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I only played like 2 hours of this game. I couldn't get into it. I don't know if it's because like the beginning just took too long. I guess that's what like turned me off. And I don't know. When it comes to video games, I like the beginning to catch my attention fully. And then I'm like, okay, let's keep going. But yes, Valhalla. Can't really say too much about this game, of course. I didn't play much of it. Next one is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I bought this game for what? $40 at GameStop. New. Fun fact, I never played the original Modern Warfare. I was too little. My parents didn't let me play it, of course. So when I was old enough, that's when I grabbed this, and I got the remastered version. Honestly, it wasn't too bad of a game. I actually liked it. I liked the multiplayer. It was pretty fun for its time still. I think I was trying to play the campaign for this, but I just didn't really play the campaign. I just focused more on the multiplayer. Quick scoping was my thing for this game for sure. I love quick scoping here. Next game is another Call of Duty one, but it's Black Ops Cold War. This game did not do good. I played it just because it was the Call of Duty came out at that time. But none of my friends grabbed it or bought it. I was like the only one that bought it. It was pretty much boring the whole time. And then now we have Battlefield 2042. Reason I got this game was because I wanted to try something different at the time besides Call of Duty. And I heard Battlefield was like, I guess, the next best thing to Call of Duty. Their competitor, I guess, if you could say. It is actually my first Battlefield game. For it being my first Battlefield game, I would say it was pretty decent. There was a few bugs and glitches when it came out. So that kind of like turned me off also. And as far as the maps, of course they're huge maps, which I don't think that's a bad thing, because Battlefield, they, or was it, it was DICE that made the game, I think. They did a good job with adding like vehicles, jets, tanks, all that good stuff. That's what made it worth it for the big maps. Sniping was pretty good in there. It was kind of hard too, because you had to like actually adjust your distance and all that stuff. So it was kind of realistic. Unlike Call of Duty, it doesn't implement any of that stuff for sniping. Trying to hurry because I have a bunch of games to go through and I don't want this to be a long video. Alright, so we have Demon Souls. With this game, everyone knows it's hard. So what I did is I followed this YouTuber. He has a channel where he just like does a bunch of walkthroughs for video games. Shout out to him. It's Fighting Cowboy, I believe is what his name basically followed step by step on his video for Demon Souls, and that's how I completed the game. And I mean, it made it a lot easier, obviously, so it wasn't like very challenging for me, of course, but I would still say the boss battles were sometimes hard, but it was very fun. I love this game. It was pretty good. This game got me into the whole boss battles, monsters, stuff like that. I think I like games like that a lot more now because of Demon Souls. If you guys have any recommendations for games like this, let me know. I'd be down to try them. Now we have Vanguard Call of Duty, of course. Another flop. Not many people like this game. It focuses on World War II, which is one of my favorite subjects in history. But I mean, I feel like World War II had its time to shine way back. Now it's more of modern warfare stuff that is, the main thing for Call of Duty. But I mean, it was alright. It was a decent game. I feel like Call of Duty World War II was better than Vanguard, which is funny because I believe it's the same company, Sledgehammer. Elden Ring. So I got this game and I never played it. I'm very bad with playing my video games. It takes me forever to get into them. But I mean, of course, everyone has really good reviews for this game, and I definitely am gonna play it. I just don't know when. But I mean, I've seen some clips on like TikTok of gameplay, and it looks amazing. Of course, it has boss battles. You fight like giant monsters and like different type of, I think it's like gods and goddesses. So that's very interesting to me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna follow Fighting Cowboys walkthrough for Elden Ring also. Next is The Last of Us Part 2. This case feels heavy. I don't get it. I'm probably dumb, but there's 2 discs. One says, where is it at? Right here. Data disc. And the next one says play disc right there. I don't know why there would be 2 discs. I mean, especially for a data. I thought it would save data on your PlayStation. I don't know, weird. I actually haven't played The Last of Us either. First one or second one. I have the first one also, but never got to it. I'm very bad. Very, very bad. Of course, The Last of Us Part 2 has a big controversy. A lot of people didn't like, I guess, the way it ended or something like that, but I'm still down to play it. Alright, so now we're getting into the Modern Warfare series, but this is the new trilogy, 2019 and up. So we have Modern Warfare Call of Duty 2019, guys. Man. The hours I have on this game, dear Lord. I played a lot with my squad, by myself. I grinded the camos. I was a no-life, but man, I love this game. So when they brought back the new Modern Warfare series, I was so excited. I was hyped. I was like, yes, let's go, Modern Warfare again. The first one didn't let me down. I loved it. The maps were good, the play was good, the play style, the movement, the guns. To me, everything was perfect. I wouldn't change anything. I love this game. Um, but then comes Modern Warfare 2. It was, wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. It was right in the middle. Campaign was pretty interesting. I liked it. It was definitely something new. The guns were, I wouldn't say they were like Modern Warfare 2019. I feel like these were like, I don't know, they were definitely different. They didn't feel that amazing like 2019 did, and the maps they were all right also. But I mean, I still no lifed in this game. I grinded the camos and everything. And then the last disc game I have is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Oh my gosh, this game, I still play it. I'm so, what do they call it? Biased? No, not biased, hypocritical with this. Because I get so mad with this game when I play multiplayer. I'm like, oh, this game sucks, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm still playing it. But, man. Out of the whole Modern Warfare series, this one is, I don't, it's my least favorite. Especially when it came out, it was horrible. Oh my gosh, I was like, no, I can't play this. And I actually didn't. I didn't play for like a whole week or 2 weeks. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 is just pretty much recycled maps from the original Modern Warfare 2, which, it's cool, but like, at the same time, I would prefer something new, something original, kind of like Call of Duty Ghosts. Oh man, that game was awesome to me. A lot of people didn't like it for some reason, but I loved it. Advanced Warfare, it's something new. Maybe it wasn't that amazing, but it was something new. But yeah, I mean, Modern Warfare 3, new. Another, a few games that I want to mention that I don't have physical, they're digital. First one is called Returnal. If you guys have a PlayStation 5 and you haven't played Returnal, you are missing out. I will warn you, this game is very hard, but if you memorize like boss fights, like the way the bosses move, their movements, their attacks, if you memorize that, eventually the game gets easier. And then of course you learn what works in the game and what doesn't, what weapons work for you and what doesn't. It takes a lot of patience with this game, and eventually it's worth it because, man, I love Returnal. The thing that happened to me when I finished Returnal was I couldn't get into any other game. Every other game just was like not worth it to me. It was boring. Returnal did that to me, and when I went on Reddit, a lot of people said the same thing, and I'm just like, wow. I don't think there's been any other game that I can say that makes me feel like Returnal did when I played it. And if you try to platinum this game, good luck, because it's not hard. It's just this game is like random generated for the maps and like where everything spawns. And some of the trophies you have to like basically get like symbols that are in each different map, and they spawn in different areas every time you die. So, and sometimes they don't spawn. So it took me literally, oh my gosh, like a whole week to get the last symbols, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna give up. It's not worth it. Sorry guys, I had to cut some parts off because my phone ran out of storage while I was recording. Ain't that amazing? But no, what I was saying was I had made up my decision that I was gonna like give up on these symbols, and as soon as I, decided that, I found the next symbol, and I was like, okay, this is a sign that I have to keep going for the trophy. So I ended up finishing it, but oh my gosh, it took forever. Another one that I loved was Ghost of Tsushima. One of my best friends recommended this game to me, and I was hesitant for a while because that's just how I am with video games. I'm like, but I gave it a try and I couldn't stop playing it. I also platinumed this game. Ghost of Tsushima is basically about a samurai, and you're basically trying to drive out, I think it's the Mongols. They're invading Japan, and you're trying to fight back against them to clear them out from Japan. This game is amazing, guys. Opening scene, I fell in love with the graphics, the way that the story was going, so I was like, yes, this game is for me. I definitely recommend you guys to play it. As far as like an emotional level, the game, at the end, I was like, wow, very beautiful game. It made me happy. But yeah, another game that I want to mention is the Callisto Protocol. The Callisto Protocol is like a horror game, and I'm a big fan of horror movies, but as far as video games, I'm a big wuss. But also, you know what? I need to get over it. Let me play this game, because it looked interesting. So I played it. I played it with my headphones on too, and you can hear everything. You can hear the scary music, the scary sounds. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I finished the game, so I was proud of myself for that. I would rate that game, the Callisto Protocol, maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. The reason is because the story was it was alright. The combat was so boring. It was just the same thing for every fight. It's the same thing. You have to dodge again, and then dodge again, and then you can attack. And I don't know, it was just so boring. The fighting was boring. But I mean, it was, as far as like audio wise, it was very good for a horror game. Let's see, I'm looking at my video games that I want to mention. I'm gonna go with Horizon Zero Dawn. I platinumed this game. Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a long game, especially if you're going for platinum, but it's very interesting. It's fun. I like the type of different machines that you can fight and scavenge and build your own equipment and stuff like that. I like that. It's very cool. If I rated this game, I would do like an 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good. The next one is Horizon Forbidden West. This game, I tried playing it after I finished Returnal, and as I mentioned earlier, I couldn't get into any other games when I finished Returnal. So Forbidden West was the victim. I couldn't get into it, but maybe in a few months or maybe a year, I can probably get into it and hopefully give you guys a review on that. Another game that I do want to mention also is Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2. Man, oh man, this game is nothing hard at all. No combat, no nothing. It's literally you're controlling the story of these two main characters. It's a brother and an older brother and a little brother. You're literally controlling their story because you have to make decisions for them, and your decisions impact the story of the game. So, only hard thing about it is obviously making the right decision. You get 2 different endings. I believe it's only 2. Based upon your decisions throughout the whole story, throughout the whole game. I got got the good ending. I won't spoil it. But man, I definitely recommend you guys play this game. This game I would rate 9 out of 10. I will say I teared up at the end of the game. It was a good ending, but man, I teared up. Crazy. I mean, there's a bunch of other games that I can mention, but I don't want to make this video too long. I'll probably end up making like a part 2 and talk about the other video games that I like and that I have played. But yeah, I will let you guys go, and hopefully this video reaches out to anyone who decides to watch. Hopefully I can relax you guys and keep you guys entertained if you guys are watching and not sleeping. But yes, I'm always open to constructive criticism. Leave some comments on what you would want me to do and what you would recommend me to do in my videos. But yeah, until next time, guys, have a good day, or a good night, or a good evening, and a good life.